Hi, my name is Michelle and I am a liar. I'm pretty sure I tried to not say I'll never collect a certain doll line or a certain kind of doll or anything because I'm a brand new doll collector. So I don't know how my tastes are going to evolve. I know that they will. So I apologize if I've previously in a previous video said that I would never be interested in collecting any of the 18-inch doll lines or even the 14-inch or 16-inch, anything outside of Barbie, because that was all before I saw her. I know she looks a little ragged. She's fresh from the thrift store. My favorite thrift store, I've been going there once a week for the last like 2 months. Because I don't know if I'm just noticing their dolls and toys more, or they just have an influx of them. But at any rate, it never fails. Once I start, like, I'm watching other doll collectors videos and they have different kind of dolls. Once I'm introduced to a certain kind of doll line and I'm researching it, I end up going to my favorite thrift store and they have one. So I was there a week ago, last week, and saw her, and I would have never noticed her normally, but recently, let me grab them real quick. But thanks to Walmart's clearance section, I have fell in love with these dolls. I know everyone's seen these. She was on clearance for 14 bucks, and even though she was slightly out of my very strict rules of buying new in-box dolls, because if I don't have strict rules, I just don't have the budget to not have strict rules. So my strict rules, the first two has to be under $10 or less, and they have to be non-blonde, so they can't have blonde hair, or if they have blonde hair, they have to either have purple in their hair or purple in their clothes. I like purple haired dolls and purple clothed doll kind of thing, so that's kind of an easy kind of thing, but they're not just so. Anyway, so those are my hard and fast rules of when I'm out and about at Walmart and there's a clearance section and there's some dolls. That's my rule. Obviously, she, like I just said, she was $14. So she fell outside of the first rule, but she fell into the other rules. So I had to get her. I took her around the store with me and thought about it, and then I had to get her. So she's Ursula. What they call this, Disney bounding. I'm actually not a big fan of the Disney kind of dolls and Disney things in general, I know. But she was just impossible to pass up. I mean, how freaking cute. I know she's been out for a while and stuff, and I will be opening her up, but I don't know. I like how she looks in the box for right now, so she stays in the box. Anyway, so after her, I started researching that brand, and I was pleasantly surprised to find that it's a collaboration with Disney and a other brand, the Jack's Pacific brand. And so I kind of researched that brand and found that they also make bigger dolls, 18-inch dolls. And then I just kind of put it on my mind. I didn't think anything about it. And then when I was at that thrift store, I saw her. And I was like, she kind of looks like the Ellie doll, the face. She's obviously wearing a, what is this, Princess Peach dress that is not hers because it does not fit her. And I felt her hair and I was like, wow, that hair is really nice. And then I looked on her. Let me take this dress off. It's not very flattering on her. And then I looked at her tag. And I was like, oh, she is an Ellie doll. It was the first time I'd seen one, you know, in person. And I like when I'm getting, for me, when I'm getting into another kind of doll or toy, I like when I find them, or like with 18-inch dolls, we all know there's a ton of brands out there. So at that thrift store, they actually had one of each of the brands. They even had an American Girl doll. I didn't get her because she was very well loved. Now I kind of wish I had, now that I've been looking up the stuff and people are customizing them. And it looks so fun and so cool. So impressive. She might be worth going back and getting and seeing if I could clean her up, because I love cleaning up dolls and restoring them anyway. But anyway, I digress. So saw her that day. She was $7 and I passed and bought a couple of Barbies anyway. And then I couldn't get her out of my mind. So I looked her up, saw that, you know, she's not current, so you can't just go to the store and buy her new in box. Not in my stores anyway. Because that's another one of my rules. I'm not ordering any dolls online for right now. I'm not ordering any dolls or toys or anything for my collection whatsoever online at all. No Facebook groups, no marketplace, no nothing. It's gotta be, I gotta see it and touch it with my eyeballs. With my eyeball? That was weird. Okay, whatever. Saw her, passed. Went home, couldn't stop thinking about her. Fast forward to a few days ago, so a week later, a few days ago now, and one side note, Walmart had like 4 or 5 of her, but all the other ones were gone. But she was marked down to $7.50, and she's darling. She's so cute, and her outfits are so cool. But honestly, I just bought her because she was $7.50, and she's darling. I mean, it's worth $7.50 for that outfit she's wearing alone. I mean, how cute is that? So, anyway, I'm on an Ellie doll kind of thing right now. Kick, as they say. So, fast forward to a couple days ago, went back up there with my son, and even my son he does so good in the store. He does not just want every single thing that he sees. He is very picky like me. He gets that from me. I was picky even as a kid. I didn't want every single thing. I was picky. Even he, because I've been taking him to so many different doll places to look at dolls and toys, even he's like, eh. He's like seen it all. So, so I picked up her. So the first thing I did, I think my son's up. He was taking a nap. Might just be on my chair squeaking though. Who knows? So the first thing I did as soon as we went in the door, is her hair cut? No. Was go straight to the bin where they keep the bigger dolls. And she was still there. I was so excited. I put her in my buggy immediately and then ruffled through that entire bin. I mean, it's, you know, this deep couple, like 2 feet deep by like 6 feet wide, full, overflowing full of baby dolls and bigger, you know, non-Barbies. And then there's a separate bin of Barbies. And so I looked through all of it, and they had a bunch of My Life and Our Generation dolls. They were all the 18-inch ones were $7. Which when I first saw those, I was like, that's a little pricey for a doll. Then when I got home and looked all the stuff online, I'm like, oh, well, they go for like 30, 40 bucks. And of course, American Girl goes for a lot more than that. So I was just kind of looking just to see how they all compare. So it was kind of nice to, I should have taken a picture or a video, but I haven't got to that point where I'm comfortable enough in the store to do that yet. I need to. Because it was neat to see an American Girl doll, even though she had like gunk all over her poor little face. An Our Generation and a My Life. And this next doll I'm going to show you all lined up to kind of see how they compare. It was kind of neat. And so I did end up picking her up. And my son loves her. And he loves her because her eyes shut, you know. And so I looked her up, and she is a Pottery Barn Kids 18-inch doll, like their brand. And I think they still have these, but they don't have her, but they still make them. And they are so cute, and they come with the, you know, some big elaborate playset and stuff. I mean, they're pretty pricey, but they're really cute, and she is really, really good quality. I really liked her because her hair, oh, hold on. Okay, so I liked her because she's just great quality. Now she's got a little bit of a loose limb situation, but nothing crazy. She doesn't have any major marks on her. I've named her Denise from, because my plans for her is because I thought she had kind of a vintagey Victorian kind of face. You know, she's not shiny, I guess is the best, you know, compared to Miss Illy here. You know, she's super bright and shiny, and she is, you know, her skin tone's just a little more subdued, and her hair is, you know, her hair's super shiny, and hers is very dull and looks more lifelike and Victorian vintage to me. So, I just finished up watching The Paradise, and I'll put up a picture if you're not familiar. It's one of those British, very short-lived, I think it only had 2 seasons, shows on, like, you know, the local channel or whatever. I got obsessed with it a long time ago, and then I found the DVDs. And so, anyway, I watched those the other day, finished that series, and the main girls in it is a blonde, and her name is Denise. And I thought it would be really fun to make her an outfit like what Denise has in the Paradise show. Because I thought she had just the cutest little vintage face. And of course she needs, you know, they all need a spa day. They're fresh from the thrift store. But, so if y'all know anything more about these like Pottery Barn Kids style dolls, I don't see a whole lot of mentioning of them. Let me know, because I love them. Love them. So I got her. She was $7. So, love her. And I'm kind of interested to see, I do a lot of sewing and quilting anyway. I used to make my own clothes a long, long time ago. So I'm very interested to try making doll clothes for these bigger dolls. It's kind of a new side to the doll collecting I never really thought about. And I'm very excited about it. So those are those two. And then I picked up this little gal because she has purple eyes, lavender eyes. Her poor little hair is a mess. That's some bedhead pigtails. That's a late night kind of pigtails situation. But she is I'm sure y'all all know, Glitter Girls. She's a 14-inch. She's darling. She's, you know, rubbery body, well, plastic body here, and then rubbery arms and legs. But she's really cute, and I'd like to make her a little outfit too. Yeah, she was $2. So, and apparently they still sell these, and they come with cute little play sets and stuff too. So cute. I really like her. Okay, and then they always have at least one random vintage doll in that bin. You just have to look for it, and you know, because the vintage doll 80s and 90s is my childhood, I can recognize them really easily. I didn't have her, but you know, you can look at her face and see that she's vintage. I'll put up a picture of what she is because I can't remember, but she was $1. She's cute. She needs some hair help bad. She's really cute, and she takes a battery, and then you probably hear her hand. You press her hand and the wand lights up. So this is her original dress. I think she has a belt or something that's missing, but she's cute. Just a little cloth. She's all cloth bodied. Just a cute she's got little sparkly shoe feet. Very cute. I got her. And then this one's kind of funny. I got this horrifying thing. My son is terrified of this doll. She was $1, and I got her because she looks like Mrs. Claus, and for years, I've been wanting to find a Mr. and Mrs. Claus to make their outfits for and have them as decoration or whatever. I have a Santa doll. I just need to make his outfit, but he's a little weird looking, so I think I'm gonna make him one of these, and I'll put the picture. We're big football fans, and we're in Tennessee, so we're Vols fans. But I want to make like a Vols Santa, like that one, out of him. And then I thought she could be just a regular Mrs. Claus. You know, we have lots of Santas, and I have a lot of Santas because I like decorating with Santa Claus. My mother did too. But, you know, there's not too many Mrs. Clauses around, so I thought she'd look really nice in a big, elaborate gown. So, there you go. Let me know what you think. I am really enjoying just kind of learning about different doll lines, and I'm keeping an open mind, and I do have some rules in place to keep my budget in control. And yeah, I'll see you. Thanks for watching, and I will see you soon.